Hi, it's Travis White with the Persuasive Communication Tip of the Week. When I get a new client, I ask them a simple question: what's your strategy? And oftentimes the answer that comes back to me has much more to do with operational effectiveness than it does with strategy. So the answer might be, we're going to reduce our supply chain costs. We're going to run our factory more efficiently. We're going to develop closer relationships with our customers. All of those things are wonderful things to do. They're necessary, but they're not sufficient. Operational effectiveness is not a strategy. Operational effectiveness is how you increase your efficiency. A strategy is about what you do differently, how you differentiate yourself from other companies, other players in your industry. And according to Michael Porter, there's 3 basic strategies. And I'll use my friend Terry to illustrate 2 of those strategies. Terry is a single mother and also a certified financial planner. And she's decided that her strategy to offer services, financial planning services, into the market, she's going to segment the market and focus only on single mothers. Terry has a lot of experience at this, and she understands the financial decisions that need to be made, that single moms need to make, and some of the trade-offs and some of the issues that they're going to face as they make their financial planning decisions. So she's offering a variety of services to a very segmented, a very targeted market. And one of the things about that, the more she learns about the financial needs of single moms, the less able she is to serve other demographics, other groups of potential customers. So there's always a trade-off. The more you dive into one strategy, the less able you are to fulfill other strategies. So strategy number 1 is a segmented market. Terry could have taken a different approach, and that is to offer one service to many customers. So she might have picked one financial planning service, let's say long-term care insurance, become a specialist in that, differentiate herself by her knowledge of long-term care insurance, and offer that to a variety of people, single moms and others. So you can specialize in one service or one product, or you can specialize in one market niche. The third strategy, I'll use one of my old companies to illustrate this. I used to work for a company called NBI Office Automation, word processing in the early days of the office automation industry, and we would look for document-intensive activities. And that typically meant government and lawyers, and we often then put our offices into large metropolitan areas: Washington, D.C., New York City, San Francisco, Los Angeles, and so on. One of our competitors decided to take a different approach. They said rural and smaller city customers are underserved. NBI, for one, is ignoring them. So they tried to access customers in smaller cities. They put their offices in cities like Albany or Richmond or Birmingham or Topeka or Memphis and so on. So they had a different access approach. The way they found customers, the way they access customers was based on geography. And oftentimes geography is a good way to differentiate yourself, where you operate and what types of customers you serve. So think about operational effectiveness, very important, but it's not a strategy. Strategy is how do you differentiate yourself, what do you do differently, why are you better than the competition on some attribute that's important to the customer. And again, 3 ways to do that: serve a very targeted segment, provide a single service in which you can be a specialist to a undifferentiated segment, or provide access based on geography or some other demographic feature that will allow you to get to customers that your competitors can't easily reach. So that's a Persuasive Communication Tip of the Week. See you again next week.